The thing that bothers me about all of it, once again, is just the inconsistencies in coverage when it comes to certain players in the league. And specifically, when it came to Caitlin Clark last season, Caitlin Clark ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. She ran away with that early on in the season, and you had so many people, like even on ESPN, I remember multiple clips, and they're saying, well, then it was last year, and Caitlin Clark did not win unanimous Rookie of the Year. But if you're going by the media standards and what people were saying last year, I just think it's interesting.
You would think by now the WNBA would have learned to protect the one player who's keeping the entire league afloat. But nope. Instead, they're letting Paige Bueckers waltz in like she's about to snatch Caitlin Clark's crown, and fans are calling it the dumbest, most desperate stunt the league has ever tried to pull. The story writes itself. Caitlin Clark, the woman filling arenas, selling
in the 2025 season. One, people really want to act like Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark have had the same rookie season. Absolutely not. Caitlin did everything she did her rookie season with 17% of the league's flagrant fouls called against her.
Jerseys, dragging ESPN highlights out of irrelevance. She gets hammered with more flagrant fouls than the rest of the league combined. And while she's fighting through all that chaos, Paige Bueckers suddenly decides she can play replacement superstar. Really? Fans aren't buying it. They're roasting Paige online, calling her performance minus-level basketball, and the league's attempt to spin it a straight-up embarrassment. And here's the kicker. Paige didn't just flop under the pressure. She went even further behind the scenes, allegedly stirring up drama, targeting teammates.
It's a little bit different, huh? It's a little bit different out here when you get Caitlin Clark treatment. It ain't so easy peasy getting to play one-on-one, getting to just do your thing how you want to do it, when you want to do it. Paige Bueckers got the Caitlin Clark treatment for one game, and
even lobbing accusations at Lexi Hull that had nothing to do with basketball. Fans saw it for what it was, a cheap, toxic distraction meant to drag Caitlin Clark down while elevating Paige's name. Social media exploded. Hashtags about the WNBA being a circus trended for hours, and the common denominator in every single scandal? Caitlin Clark's name at the center of the storm. Because let's be honest, whether it's Angel Reese, Paige Bueckers, or whoever's next, the storyline never changes.
Of one Paige Bueckers, oh, she's better than Caitlin Clark. I mean, stab me in the eye with a spoon, for Christ's sakes. Wow. So that's a thing right now. Last night, Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points. And we're going to look at a video that just dissects and exposes a lot of that shit, let me tell you.
The league is hellbent on trying to knock Caitlin down, instead of protecting the only superstar keeping their ratings alive. Now picture this like a movie scene. Caitlin Clark boxes out under the rim, takes a hit, gets steamrolled, and the whistle doesn't blow. The crowd gasps, coaches are yelling, but the refs just let it slide. That's not basketball, that's sabotage. And while Caitlin's grinding through double teams, blitzes, and cheap shots, Paige is folding like a dollar store lawn chair the second real pressure hits her. She couldn't carry Caitlin's workload on her best day, and fans know it. But instead of admitting the obvious, that Caitlin Clark is the face, the heart, and the literal bank account of the WNBA, the league keeps running these pathetic PR plays to convince us otherwise, and here's where it gets dark. Insiders say Paige's antics have coaches and even other players calling for discipline. Some want suspension. Others are whispering about an outright ban.
Think about that.
A rookie, who is supposed to be the next big thing, already being talked about like a locker room cancer. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark keeps showing up, keeps hooping, keeps carrying a league that clearly doesn't deserve her loyalty. And fans are starting to ask the real question. How long before Caitlin Clark says enough is enough and walks away? Because if she ever does, that's it. The WNBA collapses overnight. This is the reality the league doesn't want to admit. They don't want one player bigger than their brand, but Caitlin already is. She's the reason season tickets sell out. She's the reason ESPN even bothers to show highlights. She's the reason people who never cared about women's basketball are suddenly tuned in. And yet, instead of protecting her, they let players like Paige turn the game into a sideshow. That's not just bad strategy. That's business suicide. Here's the bombshell truth. Paige Bueckers tried to replace Caitlin Clark and failed. She couldn't handle the pressure, she couldn't match the performance, and in the process, she exposed just how fragile the league really is without Caitlin at the center. Fans know it. Critics know it. Even the players whispering in the locker room know it. The only ones still pretending otherwise are the execs cashing checks off Caitlyn's back while stabbing her in it at the same time, and that's the part that should terrify the league. Because Caitlyn Clark has handled every blitz, every trap, every flagrant foul, and every media hit piece with grace. But one day, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this season, she's going to realize she doesn't need the WNBA nearly as much as the WNBA needs her. And when that day comes, the circus shuts down for good. Oh, now I'll throw it to you. Should Paige be suspended for trying to replace Caitlyn Clark? Or is the bigger issue the league itself? Too busy sabotaging its only superstar to realize it's playing Russian roulette with its own survival? Drop your thoughts below, because this debate isn't ending anytime soon. And if you're tired of seeing Caitlyn Clark disrespected while the league plays games, stick around. The next expose? Let's just say it makes this Paige disaster look like a warm-up act.